Russell Brand's savage take on Starmer's NHS promises. Watch now. In a political landscape already fraught with betrayal and disillusionment, Russell Brand's latest critique of Keir Starmer's NHS promises has ignited a firestorm of debate. The stakes have never been higher as the nation grapples with unprecedented challenges to its healthcare system. Brand, known for his sharp wit and unfiltered commentary, has laid bare what many are beginning to see as a dangerous inconsistency in Starmer's rhetoric. His analysis raises urgent questions about the future of the NHS and the integrity of its leadership at a time when the British public feels increasingly abandoned. Brand's commentary could not come at a more critical juncture. Starmer, the leader of the Labour Party, has repeatedly pledged to restore and protect the NHS, framing it as a fundamental right for all citizens. Yet, as Brand points out, these promises ring hollow against a backdrop of austerity and broken commitments. The irony is thick. How can a leader claim to champion the NHS while operating within a system that has systematically undermined it? This contradiction is not just a minor oversight, it is an emblem of a deeper betrayal that many fear could lead to irreversible damage to one of the country's most cherished institutions. The political ramifications of this discourse are profound. Just as Brexit polarized the nation and reshaped its political identity, the ongoing struggle for the NHS threatens to become another flashpoint in the fight for the soul of Britain. Starmer's positioning could be seen as an attempt to reclaim the Labour Party's historical roots in social justice, yet it risks alienating a base that has grown skeptical of political promises. Critics argue that without a genuine commitment to action, Starmer risks becoming another figure in a long line of leaders who have failed to deliver on their high-stakes promises. The echoes of past elections loom large, reminding us of the consequences of political miscalculations. Many analysts warn that Brand's commentary reflects a growing sentiment among the electorate that the current leadership is out of touch with the realities faced by everyday citizens. The pandemic has exposed stark inequalities within the healthcare system, and as millions continue to struggle, the public's patience is wearing thin. The notion that Starmer could lead a resurgence of NHS loyalty while simultaneously navigating the treacherous waters of modern politics feels increasingly naive. As Brand articulates, this moment represents a pivotal crossroads for the country, where the stakes are not just political but existential. The battle for the NHS is not merely a campaign slogan. It is a struggle for a fundamental aspect of British life. With rising costs, staff shortages, and increasing privatization, the NHS is at risk of being transformed into a shadow of its former self. Starmer's promises, if unfulfilled, could mark a new era of disillusionment, where the British people find themselves grappling with an unrecognizable healthcare landscape. The implications of this could be staggering, potentially leading to a healthcare system that caters more to profit than to patient care. In the face of this turmoil, public figures and commentators alike are rallying for accountability. Many fear that without a vigorous challenge to the status quo, the NHS could slip further into the clutches of privatization, echoing past conflicts between public service and corporate interest. As Brand articulates, this is a fight worth joining, a struggle that resonates with the historical battles for workers' rights and public welfare. The urgency of the situation cannot be overstated. The British people will not forgive leaders who fail to act decisively in this critical moment. The time for complacency has passed. The country stands at a crossroads, and the decisions made in the coming months will reverberate for generations. As Brand calls upon the public to engage with these issues, it is clear that this movement is about more than just one politician's promises. It is about reclaiming the NHS as a symbol of national pride and collective responsibility. As we navigate this turbulent political landscape, it is imperative for citizens to remain vigilant and informed. Join the conversation, challenge the narratives, and demand accountability from those in power. Like, subscribe, and become part of a growing movement dedicated to preserving the values that define our society. Together, we can ensure that the fight for the NHS, and for the future of Britain, remains at the forefront of our collective consciousness.